music or something like that. Is Alex chilling with me? Who? Oh, I don't know. That stuff you brought there is much better than last. SK Twins TV, back on our video, and we're going to have a discussion. Just chilled out, to be honest. Just talking about the UFC. Big, massive fight coming up. Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's going to defend his lightweight title against Conor McGregor, who came back after being out for a long, long time. He's not fought in about 2 years in the UFC. 2 years.
Who's that, Conor McGregor?
Yeah. In the UFC. 2 years.
Who's that, Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
He's not fought in a while, yeah.
So last time he fought in the UFC, he fought Eddie Alvarez in UFC 205 when he won his lightweight title. So he's not fought in MMA over 2 years. Fighting in boxing last year against Floyd. We all know what happened there. It was still
absolutely fucking outclassed.
Yeah, he got smashed, but so it's interesting.
They put up a good fight, apparently. That's what people say.
Khabib's not been training he's not been competing that much either, but he has been competing more than McGregor.
See, to be honest, it's even, I would say, because Khabib's been out for that long prior to his couple of fights he's had in recent times. His fight before he fought Alaquinta, he fought he fought Barboza, and before that he fought Michael Johnson. Before the Michael Johnson fight, I'm pretty sure his last fight was Rafael dos Anjos before that, and that was that's 4 years in between those two fights.
Yeah.
Or am I right? Am I correct in saying that? 4 years in between those two fights, and then I'm sure it was another year between him fighting Michael Johnson and then Alaquinta. So Khabib hasn't really had that many fights.
He fought Barboza as well.
Yeah, that was kind of quick concession because he expected, like, right, let's get him in there, kind of thing. So he's had a lot of injury issues. And Conor has actually, if you think about it, 2 years ago he fought Floyd. And before he fought Floyd, when did he fight Eddie Alvarez?
It was in 2015, wasn't it?
He wasn't out for that long before the Floyd fight.
Check it out.
That can't hang fuck, man. It takes ages. So basically, I would say it's even. They're both kind of the same. I would say Conor maybe edges it a wee bit, like he's a little bit more active this week than Khabib.
In terms of activity, but how much difference that makes on the fight night, God knows.
I don't think it'll make that much difference because I think Conor's going to come in really fully rejuvenated. He's smart. He took the right time out. He's probably still been training and all.
He looks training videos. Khabib always looks good.
I think Khabib's going to be. There's a potential for Khabib going in there more stale because he's been fighting more recently. This is the biggest fight, basically. They're billing it as. When's the last time Khabib fought?
This will be one of the biggest fights ever. He fought Alaquinta.
When?
December, was it not?
Last year?
No, it was later than that. In fact, it was early this year. In fact, I'm pretty sure he fought.
Right. So
he's had more. He's more active than McGregor anyway.
McGregor fought in August last year.
Yeah.
So it's been about a year and a bit. But the thing is, it's perfect for McGregor, in my opinion. Like, he's not going to come in rusty. He's going to come in super fresh.
Is he motivated?
Yeah.
Do you think he's motivated to fight a guy like Khabib after making 100 million?
I think he's.
No. These are the questions in this fight.
That's a good question. I think that plays a factor. But I think
stuff like that definitely plays a factor.
I think he has to win. See, if this wasn't a must-win for McGregor, maybe that would be a bigger factor. But it is a must-win. He has to win it. So I think he's going to come in all guns blazing. See, Khabib, he has to win as well. So it makes an interesting fight.
Khabib's shown extreme mental toughness
under pressure.
Every one of these fights under
McGregor
pressure
shows that he quits under pressure.
The last time Khabib was there, he was going to fight Max Holloway, and then that fight got scrapped. Not to begin with, it was going to be Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson tripped over a wire, fucked his knee.
For the title, that Tony
the belt, and then he went to fight. It was going to be Max
That
Holloway.
was bullshit. He tripped over a wire and all that.
Then Max Holloway pulled out.
He doesn't
On
want
the
to
day.
admit that his stupid training that he was
And
getting
then-
injured and he got injured doing that.
And then after that, what was it?
You know how he does those weird like breakdancing things and that? He well fucked his knee jumping into one of those movements really fast.
Probably.
He said he tripped over a wire. Bullshit.
But what we know from that last fight, though, is Khabib, no matter what you throw at him, he's very mentally tough. He's above Fox Sports and all this shit, ESPN. No, he doesn't give a flying fuck about anything. He just wants to go in and fight.
He's
So-
very good, but he could get.
And then Conor McGregor doing that thing with the bus thing with his guns.
Shows mental weakness.
So that shows mental weakness that McGregor's doing stuff like that. So there's a lot of questions as to how they're going to end up performing because of all these events that have led up to this point.
I think
McGregor's got a lot to prove now. And look,
see, because McGregor's been out for a year, I'll tell you one thing that'll definitely happen. See if Khabib gets a takedown early in the first round, you'll see Conor. He'll be able to sap a lot of Conor's energy. So you'll see a very tired Conor in round 2. See, round 2 and 3, Conor's going to be a lot more tired than he should be if Khabib gets that takedown straight away and starts using it. If Conor's allowed to move about and keep his breath and like stay standing up, he'll be able to compose himself good. But see, Khabib's constantly pressuring him with the grappling and all. It's going to be tough for Conor to be able to kind of handle that. Because like lesser people have took him down. I mean, Chad Mendes wasn't. He's not the biggest featherweight. He's not. You know what I mean?
that's the thing.
He's a small featherweight.
Khabib's got enough striking to be able to stand and compete.
He's
McGregor's not got the ground game to compete.
He's not got the ground game, but he's got really good stand up. He's got really good timing. Like you catch him on the way in, catch him on the way out, catch him anyway. You know what I mean? With shots. But is his shots good enough to really knock out
A guy like Khabib.
Can he knock him out? I don't think he can knock him out.
He'll land some shots and then the crowd will get lively and they'll think something's going on, but you'll notice that Khabib's fine. He's going to take the fight where he's comfortable, which is on the ground.
We'll see it very quick.
And has McGregor got an active guard? Is McGregor active off his back? Not really.
He can get back to his feet against a guy like.
How many submission wins has McGregor got? 0. So you can count that out. His only chance really is knocking him out. And see, after the first round, and McGregor starts to get tired because of his cardio issues, I think then it's all she wrote after that, because I think people will just batter him and throw him around and ragdoll him. You remember when he fought Michael Johnson and he had him in the crucifix thing, and he was just elbowing him in the face for ages, Khabib, before he Kimura him. I think something similar to that will happen here. I think Khabib will Kimura McGregor. He'll just smother him on top and make him quit like that.
He could beat the shit out of him and commit him, yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Khabib's very good at taking the back. When somebody turns, somebody's got basic knowledge. I think Khabib will be able to. I think he'll be able to like smash him and put his hooks in, crush him like that.
And it's definitely. McGregor tries to move. Has Khabib got enough striking to be able to deal with McGregor, do you think?
No chance.
Is his boxing on the same level?
No.
His kicking's definitely not the same.
Throw a punch, bro. Anybody can get caught.
That's what I think. Has he got enough on his feet to disrupt McGregor's rhythm and flow? I think Khabib, his heart and his tenacity, I think it's something McGregor's never seen ever.
Friday.
And I think that because of that, it's a very interesting fight, because you've seen McGregor, we've questioned his heart before, like he kind of quits if he's pushed too much. So I think this is going to be a great fight for that. I think McGregor's going to be very motivated coming in as well, overall. See, the UFC, they're not really bringing out much trailers, and they're going to do a press conference this week. They've announced that, so that's going to be interesting to see. They've played that bus scene over and over again, trying to promote the fight, trying to just big it up as much as possible. But
Alex just sent his number.
It's a good fight. What is his number? Alex in here. The UFC, man, they're putting on a lot of good fights lately. Khabib, what's it? Tony Ferguson's fighting on that card against Anthony Pettis, which is a great comeback fight for him. I think he's gonna put on a great performance against Pettis. He's gonna look really good.
So now they're gonna make Tony Ferguson versus Pettis.
They've done it for the.
Pettis is on a wee bit of a way up right now. He's doing all right.
Yeah,
but I don't think he's
that'll
at
be
the
a
same
huge
level
upset. I think that Tony Ferguson is going to be too much for him.
He's too tough. I see him just finishing. I see that being a perfect fight for Tony to come back to.
Yeah, it's the mindset as well.
But the interesting thing is, he is on a winning streak, though.
Pettis.
Yep. He's finishing the last few people.
Yeah, but who's he fought though? It's Jim Miller, and then he beat Michael Chiesa.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that's who it was. Yeah.
So, like, they're good, but they're the kind of fights where the UFC go, yeah, he's looking, it's a new him, but who is it against, man? And then he comes up against a younger guy, man. He's gonna get smashed. He's at that stage in his career, Pettis, where he's not a danger man anymore. He did look good against Chiesa though.
Look at what this guy does. Yeah. He pretends that this interrupted, something's happened in the match. Look. And jump into you towards the head.
Sneaky bastard.
Yeah.
Just watching a grappling video. The guy's cheating. Dana Santo showing some trapping skills. Legend. The thing is, Khabib's toughness, man. I just think, I don't know. See the mentality of him. See how mentally strong he is. I think he's not fazed by McGregor's striking, and he's gonna go in and give it no respect. But if you give it no respect, you get caught as well.
Look how lovely that is.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's like a trip into an arm lock. Is that a Kimura or is that an arm lock?
Watch. Boom. 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 Boom.
Grab that and you've got a man.
If you only train 4 people at a time.
Dana Santo, the master. Is anybody who can actually beat Khabib in the UFC?
Not many.
I'm really interested to see when people at tension are going to get a chance in the UFC. But will Rizin even let him go?
Rizin are not going to let that tension sign for the UFC.
He's the fucking...
Until he's ready to go in and just take the belt. So that's about the point where they'll let him go in.
He's the future of Japanese MMA.
He'll probably only fight on UFC Japan's to make sure that he's not fucked over with weird judging and all that shit.
He's the future of striking. Those
just,
guys he's knocked out in Thailand that we were
he was
reading
a high school
day.
student when he beat. He won that.
That's just. And if you watch his fights, man, it's like
Styles. It's like a Super Saiyan out of the planet.
Yeah, he looks like a Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. He's like new dimension level shit. They say that about people in the UFC, but no.
I mean, you still get taken down and you get smashed by people, like taken in. But I mean, his striking, though, see in terms of kickboxing and Muay Thai,
but his age is so young, he could easily learn that stuff.
He's only 20.
No, he's not. He's 18.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's only 18.
I thought he was 20. Then. What's 18 pound?
He's a fucking animal as well. Dakaru as well as another guy.
That's
Remember, he does an episode, a whole hour episode of him training in the Flying Academy, Dwayne Ludwig, and with TJ Dillashaw in Colorado.
Oh, is that the other guy?
And TJ fucking cheap shots him, man, after sparring when the round ends, man. Fucking.
Does he mean it? Right.
Yeah, no, he means it.
What does that Takaru guy
No,
say?
he's disrespectful, doesn't care. Just like shakes it off.
Is it because in the round he was Takaru's guy?
Absolutely smashed, aye.
Yes.
Yep, their style is to just attack and kill them, but they're not used to that. Because when doing the technique and all, that teaching and all, like teaching them, like trying to over teach them, but yeah, you need to do it like this and like that. But when they're actually sparring, see that his style is very imposing because it's just cardio, just fucking constant, like volume, 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 and then TJ even says at the end, he says, "You just go, go, go until the guy's completely tired and you're still going." It's like death, basically.
Yeah.
That's the style, the killer style, and basically he didn't like it. He's a little bitch. Yeah,
After it.
yeah. You can watch this, by the way. Anybody who thinks I hate TJ.
You should put this on the background. I'll talk about it while this is on. So just we're talking about the Conor and Brinley fight, but this prospect though is like the future of all combat, and like I need to talk about both tension and the other front. Need to start watching these Japanese guys because the next level, the next wave of MMA fighters are coming from these countries in Asia. There's a lot of talent seeping through. Ambulance sirens are going, and Livingston, fucking shithole. We've got a couple of people watching now. Where are you guys from? Let us know where you're from. Where you're watching from? Who you got? We're just talking about the McGregor and Khabib fight. Overall, I think Khabib's gonna win.
Five-round fight. A lot of people both guys. Strategies. A weird fucking video about weightlifting champion in the 50s.
Well,